Cove, Operation Condor, The Troubles, Qual Inc., and Operation Mockingbird are left. It's up to you to choose.
Let's go for The Troubles.
Okay. Dick Delingpole on The Troubles. Dick Delingpole, you've got 18 true or false questions on the Troubles in Northern Ireland. The conflict was primarily between Catholics and Protestants.
True.
True. Correct. You can add in a truth bomb at any time, remember. So if you feel it is information that's more than a factoid, it can be added in.
I'll keep my powder dry for the time being.
Okay. The Irish Republican Army was a central force in the conflict advocating for a united Ireland.
That's true.
Yes, true. You can obviously see you've got
I'm
much
going to
better
get
round
if
than your
this
brother
is the level, I'm going to get an easy run on this.
Oh, maybe. The Troubles had no impact outside of Northern Ireland.
That's false.
Yeah, indeed. Want to add to that at all?
Well, just okay, it's not exactly a truth bomb, but I'm going to say truth bomb. There were, for instance, the Birmingham pub bombs closer to our home area of the Midlands. I remember them happening, and that was supposedly an IRA thing. The truth probably hasn't even now come out over what really went on with the Birmingham pub bombs, but quite likely a lot of innocent men were arrested for it.
I will give you a point for that. You get a truth bomb point for that because that is true. Bloody Sunday in 1972 was when British soldiers shot 26 unarmed civil rights protesters, killing 14.
That is true, according to AI. Of course, it is the narrative.
Yeah, that is indeed the narrative. If you want to add to it, you can.
You know what this is? I'm not going to go truth bomb here, but this is a really difficult subject, obviously, because there's feelings still run very, very high about this, and truthers for the whole the whole paramilitary thing going on in Northern Ireland probably putting their necks on the line even now by speaking out. So I'm probably going to continue to keep my powder dry on that one.
Okay. The paramilitary group Ulster Volunteer Force supported Irish unification.
True.
False.
Oh, hang on. Who am I thinking of then? UVF. Ulster. UVF. No, they were another side of IRA, weren't they? I'm thinking INLA. Am I?
That's all right. That's all right. It's hard to say.
I can
be
hard
questions.
Yeah,
There's going to be. You can get one wrong. You're all right. Two might be self-harm time. The Troubles resulted in less than 1,000 deaths.
I think that might be true.
False. The death toll was over 3,500.
Whoa.
And that's the ones that we do know about as well, because there was some disappearances. The conflict was solely about religious differences.
False.
Indeed. What else was it about? Can you
well, let's go for a more nuanced angle on this. A lot of it was criminality and turf wars in what, had it not been dressed up as a religious war, would probably have been gang wars, as who controls drug running, prostitution,
just
smuggling,
add the word
all
truth bomb. You'll
stuff.
get a point for this.
This is my truth bomb.
That's a good truth bomb because it goes beyond what AI would say, where they would say, nationalism, civil rights, politics. It is very much social, political sort of paradigms.
And continues to be to this day.
Oh, yes, indeed.
A lot of people had a vested interest in that war continuing and due to this day. And it's not all for the purposes advertised.
Indeed, I agree. The Maze prison, also known as Longcash, was used to house political prisoners from both sides.
Both sides. That's the key to that one. True?
It is true. Yes, get a point for that. The hunger strike in 1981 was led by Bobby Sands, who died during the strike.
True.
True. Yeah.
I remember it well. There were all sorts of sick jokes. Truth bomb, but this is a more of a sick joke bomb. Remember, there were jokes about him winning Slimmer of the Year.
Yes.
It was a popular meme at the time before memes were things. But there was, of course, the dirty protests in which the prisoners would smear feces around their cells. Now, old me would have been deeply unsympathetic to their cause. New me, conspiracy me, is kind of thinking, you know what?
Maybe I should just smear now.
They probably had a cause. And when you re-examine everything, you have to even look at the things that are quite uncomfortable.
Indeed, and stinky. The Sunningdale Agreement successfully ended the conflict in 1973. Just say, we'll give you a truth bomb for that last.
Okay. AI would say yes.
No, false.
False. Didn't successfully end.
No. Not in 1973.
Oh gosh, I'm thinking Good Friday Agreement, of course.
The term the Troubles, the actual term the Troubles, was coined by the British government to downplay the severity of the conflict.
Sounds like a truebie.
It's a false, they say.
Is it?
Yes.
Who invented Troubles?
It says it's commonly used term, not officially coined by the government.
Right.
Internment without trial is used by British government against suspected IRA members. Was used.
True,
yeah, indeed. Brutal time. The Anglo-Irish Agreement of 1985 gave the Republic of Ireland a consultative role in Northern Ireland affairs.
True.
Indeed. The conflict did not lead to significant emigration from Northern Ireland.
False.
Good. Yeah, indeed. Many left due to the violence. The Shankhill Butchers were a loyalist gang notorious for sectarian murders.
True.
Yeah, true. The IRA ceasefire in 1994 was a unilateral act without any prior negotiation.
False.
False, indeed. It followed secret talk. Okay, two left. Bloody Friday refers to a series of bombings carried out by the IRA in Belfast in 1970.
This sounds like a trick question, so I'm trying to position myself away from this absolutely dazzling sunshine. I think this is possibly a trick question, so I'm going to say false.
It is actually true, and I think you should take on the sunlight, or you should wear sunglasses. You should probably be wearing sunglasses for this.
I'm so unused to sunshine that.
Well, the light of truth, my friend.
The most of it, yes.
The truth bombs are bright, I can promise you. Right. Okay, one last one. The conflict was resolved without any paramilitary disarmament. Conflict was resolved without any paramilitary disarmament.
I think that's true because they kind of kept their weapons, but sort of promised not to use them. So keeping arms caches everywhere.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's false. Decommissioning was part of the peace process. That was.
Do I get a truth bomb by saying they almost certainly kept most of the decent weapons?
What you can do is add that into the final truth bomb. At the end of each round, you get to add a truth bomb, like your brother did in his. Would you like to add a truth bomb at the end there to an extra point?
I think I covered up my main beef with the whole. With the whole Northern Ireland thing, having lived there for a year, It didn't give me any great insight into it, apart from perhaps to say it was more about criminality than it was about religion. But I think I made that point and got the point for it earlier on in the quiz, so I won't go for that one.
Best not to anger the gods.
Well, I can recommend Belfast though. It's a fantastic city. Have you ever been?
No, I'd love to go, and I have some of my great grandfather was from that way, so I would love to go. And
it's a good drinking town. There's some fine drinkeries, and I think I've drunk in all of them. As a student, an art student there for a year, I had a fantastic year. Really enjoyed it. And the Troubles were still going on when I was there, so it was very, very visual watching British foot patrols walking through the streets that you're walking to your art college in, and for some reason still full camo paint on the faces to do a street patrol. Seemed very odd to me, but
I think that for that little bit of a glimpse into the Troubles from a personal point of view, we can give you an extra point there.
Oh, you're too kind, Johnny.
I am.